What's up everybody and welcome to our video tutorial. My name is Daniel and today I'm going to be showing you guys something called method return types. We're going to be moving more. We're going to be focusing more on the classes and method related topics because this is actually fundamental things that you need to learn in order to mess or something called the object-oriented programming. So let's quickly go ahead and dive into the method return types. But before that, you need to do first is open the NetBeans. Click File. Then create a new project. So just click the Next. And then I'm gonna name this project as My Method. So it says that the folder is already existing, so I'm going to change the name into return method. Okay, and click finish. And then it automatically will be also your class name. So as you can see, for many of the methods, they only have the word void. Now you are wondering, what is void? What does it do? Void means that this method doesn't return anything. But what is that exactly? So I'm going to show you guys in this tutorial what is a method return type. I've had here int a equals, let's say 100, and then int b equals, let's say 30, and then get the sum of a and b. So simply type get sum a and b. So this is basically just return it a sum. And what we had here that we calculated the result. So int result equals a plus b. And then we simply put system.out.println and reprinted out the result. But for now, because we're doing a method return type, we're going to do something different this time. We're going to change the void to the top of we're going to return the value of the result. So what kind of value, what kind of data type is this? We can say, okay, we have an integer in this parameter and not an integer, so that the result return must be another integer. So I'm gonna change this void into int or integer, and now it's giving me an error because we're not returning anything. Simply to return the value, we simply type the keyword return, and then the word identify the name, so that's the result here. When I'm actually involved the misses by a variable, because at the moment when we run this program, the value of this, which is 130, gets disposed. It's not candidate if ignored the way we want. We do not ignore this the way we want. To keep this variable is we're going to make you quickly make a variable and assign the value of this method to the variable. For example is we're gonna make an integer called answer. So just simply type int answer equals get sum a and b. And then we can simply test this by system.out.println, and then type the answer is space and then concatenate answer there. And then go ahead and run this. Make sure you save thing, and you can see here that the answer is 130. So as you can see, the method return type is a handy way to do a specific block of code. So we're gonna test this and check the output there. So it's 130.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny. Today I'm going to give another example of method return type. But before that, we're gonna lightly recap the first example that was given by Daniel. So, if you can still remember, he used only one class, which is return method, that has two variables, which is int a equals 100 and int b equals 30. The operation that he used is sum, meaning that the output will be the sum of two declared variables, which is 130. Now, in my example, I'm going to use two classes. I created a hamburger joint and food. We're gonna create our food class template over here, and we're gonna serve the food in our restaurant. So let's go ahead and create a variable, and it's gonna be a string. So private string, and we're gonna call food A. Food A. As you can see, I use private. Private is one of access modifiers. I indicated it's a good habit to make your variables private, unless you have a really good reason to make it public. So let's go ahead and create a constructor. And remember, your constructor name, you need to match your class name. So you need to pass in string string and call A. And then we need our famous squiggly brackets. Okay, we're gonna give this constructor a value, and we're just gonna put that. If you remember, we don't assign the value. This constructor gets built or used when we use it as an object over here, and will actually assign the value over here. If you remember, we don't assign here. So this is kind of fake value. Now, let's actually create the methods that we're gonna do. In this tutorial, I will explain how return method works. So, let's go ahead and make our method public. Let's type public. Remember, we want our method public so we can access it from our main method. And that way, we can get to our private variable, because this method will have access to this private variable. And it's in the same class, and we're going to return the string. So, Let's type string. And we're gonna name this method get food. And we need parentheses to declare that this is a method. And then we're going to return. And we use the return keyword because we're going to be returning a value. So, and we're gonna be returning this value right here. So, put A. So, we're gonna say put A, in other words, are going to be returning whatever this value is determined to be when we use the constructor over here. We put our value in and it be fast in over here. And then this will return. Now, I will try to put void here. Oh, so it gives me an error because void means not returning anything. So let's change the void into string again. So the program is worked. Okay, let's go ahead and set up our program. So now, let's declare our object and we're gonna use class food. Then, we're gonna call serving A. Then, I will put new object and I'm gonna call our constructor. And I will put hamburger. Hamburger. Then I will call system that out that print and I will specify serving A that get food. Okay, let's try run our program. Okay, now you can see the output of our program. So, this is our end of our tutorial. Thank you for watching.